So today we are going to see Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, verse 17, right?
Yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Mudirayet.
Tato Jayamudira
Tato Jayam Udirayet.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nashtaprayeshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Sloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhavati Naistike.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki.
Srimad Bhagavatam Canto Chapter 9, verse 17. Tasmadidam Daivatantram.
Tasmat idam deva tantram.
Vyavasya Bharatarshava.
Vyavasya Bharatash
Tasyanu Vihito Anatha.
Tasyanu vihito anatha.
Nata Pahi Praja Prabhu.
Natha pahi praja prabho.
Tasmadidam Daivatantram.
Tasmat idam deva tantram.
Vyavasya Bharatarshava.
Vyavasya
Vyavasya bharatava.
Tasyanu Vihito Anatha.
Tasyanu
Tasyanu vihito anatha.
Nata Pahi Praja Prabhu.
Natha pahi praja prabho.
Tasmat idam daivana tantram
Tasmat idam deva tantram.
Asya Bharatarshava
Vyavasya bharatarshavaha.
Tasyanu Vihito Anatha
Tasyanu vihito anatha.
Atapahi Praja
Natha pahi praja prabho.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Tasmat, therefore.
Synonyms. Tasmat. Therefore.
Idham, this.
Idam. This.
Daivatantram, that of providence only.
Providence only.
Vyavasya, ascertaining.
Vyavasya. Ascertaining.
Bharatan Shabha. Oh, descendants of Bharata.
Bharata Rishabha, O best among the descendants of Bharata.
Of Bharata.
Asya, by him.
Asya, by him.
Anubhihita, as desired.
Anuvihita, as desired.
Anvita as desired.
Anatha, helpless.
Anatha, helpless.
Natha, O master.
Natha,
O master.
Pahi, just take care of.
Pahi, just take care of.
Pahi, just take care of. Raja
Of the subject.
Prabhu, O Lord.
Prabhu, O Lord.
Prabhu, O Lord.
Translation, please repeat after me. O best among the descendants of Bharata Yudhishthira.
best among the descendants.
O best among the descendants of Bharata, Yudhishthira,
I maintain, therefore,
I
maintain therefore
that all this is within the plan of the Lord,
That all
that
this
all
is
this
within
is
the
within the plan of the Lord,
within the plan of the Lord,
accepting the inconceivable plan of the Lord,
accepting
the inconceivable plan of the Lord.
you must follow it.
You must follow it.
You must follow it.
You are now the appointed administrative head,
You are
You
now
are now the
the
appointed administrative head.
and my Lord,
and my Lord,
And my Lord,
you should now take care of those subjects who are now rendered helpless.
you should now
you
should
should now take care of those subjects who are now rendered
who are now
helpless.
rendered helpless.
Purport.
Purport. The popular saying is that a housewife teaches the daughter-in-law by teaching the daughter. Similarly, the Lord teaches the world by teaching the devotee. The devotee does not have to learn anything new from the Lord because the Lord teaches the sincere devotee always from within. Whenever, therefore, a show is made to teach the devotee, as in the case of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, it is for teaching the less intelligent men. A devotee's duty, therefore, is to ungrudgingly accept tribulations from the Lord as a benediction. The Pandavas were advised by Bhishma Deva to accept the responsibility of administration without hesitation. The poor subjects were without protection due to the battle of Kurukshetra, and they were awaiting the assumption of power by Maharaja Yudhishthira. A pure devotee of the Lord accepts tribulations as favors from the Lord. Since the Lord is absolute, there is no mundane difference between the two.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Umaitanutudradhatya Jnanandana Salakya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pathaka Swamin Iti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradhayine Gaurakatha Dhamadhaya Nagara Grama Tharine Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavade Vasatyade Satarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Garadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hare Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudanam Mudam Karoti Vachalam Gaite Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Janatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. So, one best advice is that Don't make your plan. Accept the plan of the Supreme Lord and then follow it. His plans are within his instructions. And in order to accept the plan, the path is shown by the spiritual master who is guiding principles. And practically, anybody can accept this bona fide spiritual master and settle their life accordingly. Then they are accepting the plan of the Lord. The plan of the Lord is to relieve all these conditioned souls of this universe into completely engaged in pure devotional service to him. And there is no other plans. That is the ultimate plan of the Supreme Lord. And for that purpose, the Lord is keep on sending his pure devotees, his personal associates, its expansions, and sometimes he himself comes, like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this way, in order to execute their plan. So the Lord's plan is always successful and it is always live. Our plan begins and ends with frustration always. So the intelligent person should accept the plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and by accepting the bona fide guide from the bona fide spiritual master, should simply execute devotional service and engage others in doing so. That is the plan of the Lord. Otherwise, why should Lord say in Bhagavad Gita that one who talks about me to others is more dear to me, and nobody else is dearer than him to me? Because that person has accepted the plan of the Lord, the propagating the holy name of the Lord. That is the plan of the Lord. The Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, personally has come 500 years ago in order to give his plan very vividly to everyone, so that you cannot say, I don't know the plan of the Lord. Everybody knows the plan of the Lord. The plan of the Lord is to propagate the holy name of the Lord to one and all, without any discrimination, without any rules and regulation. So we must accept it first of all and follow by chanting our 16 rounds regularly. Follow the 4 regulative principles and then preach to others this cult of Krishna consciousness. Engage everyone in chanting the holy name of the Lord. This is called devotional service. This is the plan of the Lord. So Bhishma is advising us to please accept the plan of the Lord. The plan of the Lord may be different at different times, according to time, place, and circumstances. Otherwise, why should Krishna again speak Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, which he has already spoken millions and millions of years ago to Sun God? So he has spoken last time to Sun God. This time he has spoken into a moon dynasty. So his plan is eternal, and his plan is permanent for this temporary material world also. What is that? Bhagavad Gita. Because again and again he's coming and speaking the same Bhagavad Gita. And that is where his plans are revealed. And what Bhagavad Gita's conclusion is, this is the plan of the Lord. Every king, every citizen is doing this. So this is the plan of the Lord. So in this Kali Yuga, it is very easily done by simply chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the plan of the Lord. By chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one is eligible to enter into the realm of devotional service, pure, unalloyed, loving devotional service. He gets a spiritual master, and under his guidelines, when he starts performing activities, his life is being spiritualized. His mind is spiritualized. His intelligence is spiritualized. His body is spiritualized. His senses are spiritualized. His thoughts are spiritualized. And his process is also spiritual. In this way, he realizes himself to be a spiritual identity, personality as a servant of Krishna. Away, far away from all so-called temporarily, materially, bodily designations. So this is the plan of the Lord, to give them full realization of who they are. Lord's plan is not to keep everyone in illusion and forget yourself and engage in sense gratification. That is not the plan of the Lord. That is our plan. And as long as we implement our plan, the end result will be frustration, birth, death, old age, disease, war, pestilence, all these things will come up. But the moment you accept the plan of the Lord, That is to do self-realization process, Bhakti Yoga process. When you start following Bhakti Yoga process, you have completely accepted the plan of the Lord. And there the Lord is present to protect you and provide you and engage you and accept you and give you the eternal association of himself. So this is the beauty of the plan of the Lord. So the plan of the Lord is always the welfare of every living entity. And we must accept it. And for that acceptance, he is sending the bona fide spiritual master. So accepting bona fide spiritual master and learning this Bhakti Yoga process and engaging all our resources dovetail towards Mayarpita Mano Buddhir, even mind and intelligence, everything to be engaged in the service of Krishna. That is the plan. And we have to execute that. Anything else Santagopi wants to add, or we'll go to the next verse?
The Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshushrunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mugam Karoti Vachalam Pungam Langayate Girim Yatkrapatamaham Mande Sri Gurum Deenatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataga Swami Niti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nithai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakata Damadaya Nagara Grama Karine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvisesha Sunyabadi Paschatya Desatarani Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So a very, very wonderful verse, deep knowledge and practical realization by Bhishma Dev is being revealed here. Generally, in material world, when anything good is happening, they say that the God is favoring, God is wonderful, God bless me. When God bless you, everything good will happen. But here you see that the calamity which has happened also is by the plan of the Lord. So this is the pure devotee. The pure devotee will accept the tribulation also as the plan of the Lord. Many times when Guru Maharaj had a stroke, many people asked why for a devotee it is happening like that. He's a pure devotee. He doesn't do anything other than spreading Krishna consciousness and nothing else. So how it can happen? So it is the plan of the Lord. It is a pure devotee is 100% Lord's property. And Lord knows what to do, what not to do with his own property. Especially if the pure devotees who are surrendered to the Supreme Lord, their life is 100% planned by the Lord and they are very cooperative to him. Sometimes people have more, not sometimes, most of the times in the material world, they have more faith on their own intelligence. Intelligently we should be, but it should be like this, like that. Intelligent is also one of the material elements. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence and ego. All these three subtle elements also belongs to intelligence. Of course, we will use the intelligence in the service of Krishna. How we use the hand in the service of Krishna, we use the leg in the service of Krishna, we use the eyes in the service of Krishna, we use the mouth or tongue in the service of Krishna. Same way, intelligence also has to be used in the service of Krishna as a servant. It is not the master. That you question the spiritual progress, spiritual process. That intelligence. So sometimes we see some people think themselves to be very intelligent. They'll be junior. They'll be questioning the activities of a pure devotee who is completely submitted to the spiritual master. Prabhupada has given Guru Maharaj instruction and he's carrying it out. We don't have any right to question it because it's the order of the spiritual master. The disciple is carrying it. But some people think they are very intelligent and they will just be dead along with their intelligence. And in next life, they again will be studying KG, UKG. Again, they will be, I'm a big doctor, I'm a big educated person, I'm from IIT, I'm from IIM, thinking very intelligent. The next life, when they die, they again have to study from A, B, C, D alphabets. They have to study again. So people, we should understand Bhishma Dev is the most intelligent person. How you say that he's the most intelligent? How do you identify the intelligent person? So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentioning that those are worshippers of demigods and others, very great personalities, and the people put chamcha, and they will twist and turn according to the very famous man. This kind of thing will not help. It will not help. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, the most intelligent person worships me. So the one who worships Krishna is very intelligent. And there is very intelligent person worship Gauranga. That's Gauranga. Sumedasha. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam. It is mentioned in Bhagavatam that the most intelligent persons will worship Lord Gauranga, will accept Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and follow in his footsteps. And as Prabhu said, propagate Krishna consciousness in an authoritative way without manipulating, because they know that the devotional service is supreme and it can attract any conditioned soul. So no mental speculation, no my own plan. I will plan like this psychologically, I'll manipulate the people. And there is Paramatma sitting within the heart of the people, and they will show them that he is a cheater. So even in preaching, there must be genuinity. Genuinity to spread Krishna consciousness. This is very essential. Because we cannot cheat everyone, because Lord is a friend. Suhridam sarvabhutana. He's not just only friend of devotees. He's impartial. He's Suhridam sarvabhutana. He's friend of all the people. So here Yudhishthira Maharaj is getting instruction from Bhishma Dev. I maintain therefore all that is within the plan of the Lord. Accepting the inconceivable plan of the Lord, you must follow it. You are now appointed administrative head, and my Lord, you should now take care of those subjects who are now rendered helpless. So, who is appointed as administrative head? Many people have a dream to become administrative head. They are all hankering for management positions, and they are thinking, my own intelligence, I'll make that like this diplomatic plans. No, the plan of Krishna is supreme, and a pure devotee will be appointed. And that is Krishna's will. Oh, he's not skilled. He's not so very talented. They are not doing properly. I want to be. Sorry, you want to be, and you are making very nice plan. Krishna will smash it in no time. No time, it will be smashed. So it's very important. Like Duryodhana was keep on planning that he will become the administrative head. But Krishna decided that Yudhishthira has to be the head. Whether he's talented, he's skilled, he was able to manage the situation or not. No, he didn't manage the situation. So generally, public, when they read Mahabharata, they vilify the Panchapandavas. But here we understand that the Panchapandavas were very cooperative to the Supreme Lord's plan. So the cooperative people who are very favorable to the Supreme Lord and acting, and a person who is very calculative and thinks themselves to be very intelligent, they cannot understand this process. And they will tell that you are very sentimental. So they are only mental, because they are in the mental platform or in an intellectual platform. But a pure devotee is in the spiritual platform, in a proper connection with the spiritual master and Krishna, Gauranga. So this has to be very nicely understood. Practical application is very nicely taught here. Bhishma is considered to be the most intelligent person. Sumedasha, and he is giving amazing vision to Yudhishthira Maharaj. He will get convinced. Yudhishthira Maharaj will be convinced by Bhishma Dev's words. So you must follow it, and you are now appointed administrative head. So don't just lament and all, just go and do your duty. So here the popular saying is that the housewife teaches the daughter-in-law by teaching the daughter. Similarly, the Lord teaches the world by teaching a devotee, because a non-devotee will have so many points of argument. As soon as you bring a direct purport of Prabhupada, you will have some foolish people who are arguing. Then we understand that foolish person doesn't understand Acharya. Unbroken chain of disciplic succession. So here, what Lord does is, Lord will teach his devotee, like he spoke to Arjuna. Arjuna is not bewildered. Arjuna is very clear. He is the eternal associate of the Lord in a friendship. But Lord taught him by making him put in Yogamaya, make him ask questions. Then Lord answered. So that the common foolish public who are rebellious against Krishna, like to overhear the conversations and they will get benefited. People generally like to hear gossip and they would like to hear the conversation happening between two different people to other people rather than somebody directly gives advice they don't like. But if two people are speaking, they will go and they'll gather the information like Ekalaiva. They don't want to give recognition to the person who has done, contributed, but they just want to learn. So this is the attitude, and Krishna is taking advantage of that. Here Bhishma and Yudhishthira are speaking so that people can understand that the Supreme Lord's plan is what the Panchapandavas were. There is nothing to discuss or debate on Mahabharata. Foolish person only discuss and debate on Mahabharata. The activities of Panchapandava, activities of Bhishma should never, they are pure devotees, and this pure devotees should never be offended. Anybody who discusses their activities to be right or wrong and have a discussion or debate is considered an offender and a fool, and he doesn't have any spiritual knowledge. Because Bhishma Dev himself is telling why all these things are happening. So a devotee does not have to learn anything new from the Lord, because the Lord teaches a sincere devotee always from within. Wherever, therefore, whenever, therefore, a show is made to teach the devotee, as in the case of teaching of Bhagavad Gita, as in the teaching for, that is the teaching for less intelligent people. So a devotee's duty, therefore, is to ungrudgingly accept the tribulations from the Lord as benedictions. So accepting the Supreme Lord's tribulations as the benediction. We see the live example is Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, who has been directly ordered by Prabhupada. He doesn't have any other private project. He doesn't have a private project out of any reason, out of his own motivation, out of his own ability, skill, or out of his own, no envy, no lust, greed, envy, competition, nothing. Pure order of the spiritual master. Bas, that's all. And glorious, it is becoming glorious, like Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada was an unknown person in Gaudiya Math, but he carried the orders of his spiritual master. There was a direct order. Spiritual master knows that who will and who will not follow his instruction. Accordingly, spiritual master will give personal instructions. From that we can understand whether Guru is trusting a disciple or not. How will you understand? When the Guru gives direct instruction to a disciple, then you understand that the Guru is trusting the disciple. So Srila Prabhupada has given, and that's the only reason for him to live. And he had tribulations. He had a stroke, then he had transplantation, liver failure, so many tribulations. And he ungrudgingly accepted it as a benediction. And today you see, because of all this stroke and everything, he was wheelchair bound, and people were thinking, we think, Dehe Sarvasya Bharata. People think that my Deha is everything. I am the body and my bodily strength is everything. They are so dependent, no dependency on spiritual strength. But we see Guru Maharaj living on spiritual strength, and he had a beautiful digital presence because he was unable to travel. He was unable to have physical movements so much. So he had an amazing digital presence. As I told you, in 2014, he had his first Zoom account. This is plan of the Lord. Nobody can be, if they are envious, they have to burn in envy. That's it. A 72-year-old person is completely empowered in digitally, and he was put in a wheelchair. And today you see we are all actually locked down. The movements are reduced, and we also are dependent on digital platform. But Guru Maharaj took it as any tribulation as the Lord's benediction. And Pandavas were advised by Bhishma Deva to accept the responsibility of administration without hesitation. So just because tribulation came in his life, that doesn't mean that he won't be the administrator. Lord is the one who will decide who will be the administrator. He is not planning anything. He is simply obeying the orders of spiritual master, and that's it. That's it. Simple, sincere, genuine, pure. Not so much faith on their own intelligence. Come, let's all join together and plan. We'll plan, plot against somebody. Nothing. No diplomacy, no duplicity. Straightforward, direct Krishna consciousness has to be propagated. This is possible by only a person who has developed a complete faith on that process. So whenever you see deviations from Krishna consciousness and tell an excuse that this is required for propagation, that means the person who is trying to propagate it has not developed the full faith. that the devotional service will be pleasing to the heart of a spirit soul. The devotional service is a very pleasing methodology. Subhada, very, very, very pleasing, very auspiciousness it brings as soon as they start practicing. So the poor subjects were without protection due to the battle of Kurukshetra, and they are awaiting the assumption of power by Maharaja Yudhishthira. Not by skill and talent. If you see by skill and talent, Yudhishthira Maharaja was a loser. He was losing the gambling game, and he was not able to identify when they set fire. Oh, but Duryodhana was very chalu, very intelligent, very smart. Your smartness will be proven to dust. It will be proven to shit. People think they are very diplomatic, they are very duplicitous, and they can plan and plot. And no, Lord's plan is supreme. And nobody can question the Lord's plan. Nobody can question. And it will come all victorious. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So, very, very important. They were awaiting. So a pure devotee of the Lord accepts tribulations as a favor of the Lord. Material people, they think the God has blessed when there are good things happening in their life. And when bad things happen, then they think it is not a blessing. God is a ATM machine which will bless for good things. No. It may be tribulation, it may be calamity. But that is a favor of the Lord. Then the pure devotee accepts everything as a favor of the Lord. It is very, very important to understand success or failure is all glorious in Krishna consciousness. Yudhishthira had so many failures. They are all success. Here Bhishma Dev is being killed and is in the bed of arrows. Very successful. In the war, it is said that Bhishma was defeated. No, he was all successful because he pleased the Lord. So since the Lord is absolute, there is no mundane difference between the two. In the mundane world, there is a difference. That this is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong, or duality. But in spiritual world, it's all auspicious. So Yudhishthira Maharaj's situation, Panchapandava's situation, Bhishma's situation, everything is absolute in nature because they are related with the Supreme Lord. Okay. So the Lord is giving support to pure devotees who are sincerely carrying out the orders of the spiritual master, and they have no other reason to live other than to carry out the order of the spiritual master. Who is a pure devotee of the Lord? No bogus. There are many, many people very famous all around the internet. You go, it's a big business. Spirituality is a big business. You breathe like that, you meditate like this, you chant that mantra, this mantra, mental speculations. All mental speculative ideas without any Krishna or Krishna consciousness. Unchaste. Spiritualism is very famous now. People like it. Vayasa Tirtha. Crow-like people will always look for filth. And you may think that I have to sell filth because that is in market. That is your problem because you are filthy. You sell filth. So, the idea is the same Vyasadeva Narada Muni advised. The people will be encouraging you. They'll be encouraging, they'll glorify you as Vyas. But still you have not given them Baba, you have not given them the real stuff, which is Krishna and Krishna consciousness. So devotional service. So glorify and propagate Krishna consciousness and glorify Krishna. Tell the activities nothing to separately glorify Krishna. Krishna's activity are naturally glorious. So simply Krishna's activity has to be described. So this is the duty given to Vyasadeva. Same way, Guru Maharaj is also very sincerely following this and taken initiation from him. We should be very, very careful to guard the beautiful, wonderful devotional creeper which is given the seed of devotional service. And in this way, we should be careful in protecting, at the same time be sincere in propagating Krishna's teachings from the purports of Srila Prabhupada. Not directly sloka, Sanskrit and all that. Directly read the translation and purport of Srila Prabhupada and take it as it is and then propagate this. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. We'll go to the next verse. Is that time? See the size of the purport. No. Quite a big purport. Oh my God.
So any questions, comments or realizations, please do share with us.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna.
Not a question, just a comment like I wanted to share. Like ma'am was telling, I like that line, like how like Guru Maharaj is only following his Guru's instruction instead of planning like his own anything. Even though like he's a pure devotee, how like he's giving us also lessons like instead of planning our own thing in spirituality, like rather than we only have to follow Guru's instruction, whatever he is giving and guiding us. After like some time, we started feeling like, okay, we are now superb in that, and we have become expert. Now we can make our own plans and we can do according to our. But gradually, like it will fail only, and like I got this lesson, like only whatever Guru is telling, his instruction only to the point we have to follow. And of course, like even in material one, whatever like we are planning, it is not getting executed. Instead, we have to go with the flow, whatever Krishna is planning, and with Guru mercies, whatever we are getting, we have to do that, and we have to go with that flow. I just wanted to share this.
Yes, amazing, amazing. There are two evidences we can how this philosophy is perfectly right. Is this is true because we sing the Samsara Dava song, so and also Guru Ashtagam. So in that we say Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitate Koriya Aikya. So all of them will agree to this. Okay, yes, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitate Koriya Aikya. That is fine. Everybody will accept. Yes, whatever spiritual master says, we should accept. But the song continues. Arana karo mani asha. What is the second line? Don't desire anything else. It will be calamity. Don't desire anything else. So, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitate Koriya Aikya Arana kore mani asha. My dear mind, don't desire anything else. And similarly, another verse in Guru Ashtagam, Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. They could have stopped with that. My dear Gurudev, whatever is your prasadam is Krishna's prasadam. But you see the next line. Yasya prasadat nagati kutopi. Whatever is not your prasadam, it will not give any gati. You see that both positive and negative, what to be done, what not to be, pravritti and nivritti. What to be done in nectar of devotion, you go, they would have given 10 things to do, 10 things not to do. The pravritti and nivritti. Pravritti is what you should follow. Nivritti is what you should give up. Same way, the positive and negative, both are being told. One is nourishing the spiritual devotional creeper. Another is protecting the devotional creeper. Both has to be simultaneously done. So, yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, yasya aprasadam nagati kutopi. There won't be any other gati. Without your prasadam, if I am taking some other prasadam, it will not be any other gati, will not be there. There won't be, you won't get the result. Same way, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittateya Koriya Aikya. Just have Guru's instruction in your mind. Chittate Koriya Aikya. Yeah, I am doing it. I am also doing it. Some people say, I also do it. No. Arano Kore Mana Asha. Don't desire anything else. If you desire what will happen, no problem. Go ahead. It will be calamity. End result will be frustration. If you desire anything other than Guru's plan, then your end result will be frustration. This is guaranteed. So we should be very, very careful there. We are staying back with Guru Maharaj, and he's so sweet. He's guiding us so nicely. We should take advantage. Super, Preeti. Thank you for highlighting.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much for the association. So we will join back at 5 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning by chanting the holy name of the Lord congregationally, followed by Srimad Bhagavatam class. Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Patita Pavan Srimad Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pavan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Bhagavat Satsang ki jai.
Jai.
Yeah.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Jai Guru.